Hello everyone and welcome back to another edition of this data analysis training. In this section, we'll be continuing our class on data visualization with R programming, and we're going to be using the orange data sets, and we're going to be creating a scatter plot between RM age and the circumference. And to that, we're going to be using the ggplot as usual, and we are going to first of all install the necessary packages, as I've said earlier, which are the tidyverse, the dplyr, and the ggplot. So I've installed both of them actually earlier. So what I just had to do was basically to rerun the code, and I got my libraries updated. Then the dplyr, actually I did the same thing. So to create a scatter plot between age and circumference, all we just have to do basically is to use the pipe operation. And to do that, you write our data set name first and use the Ctrl Shift M to create the pipe operator. Then we start using our ggplot function, and then we specify the type of visualization we want to create. In this case, geom underscore points, indicating a scatter plot, and you can actually insert a regression line in between, and you can actually classify it if you want to, and then give it our labeling, our X label, Y label, and the title label, and you can actually rotate it if you want to. So basically, let's just proceed with the visualization. So moving on, we're going to be writing orange, then Ctrl Shift M to create the pipe operator, then ggplots, then AES, basically standing for aesthetics. Then when you use this particular aesthetic, you don't need to specify your X and Y, because our programming automatically assumes that the ones that come first is your X value and the one that comes last is your Y value. So write age, comma the circumference, right? Then plus geom underscore points, right? Then include your title, labs. Then your X value is going to be age of so if you want to name your axis, you have to go through your data set and try to understand what the data set is about. As you can see, like, the data set is actually about trees, so you can actually decide, it can actually be the you can try to name it age of trees, or you can try to, yeah, basically age of trees or tree age, or you can try to, yeah, something related to time basically. So you can just leave it as age, and then the y-axis is going to be the circumference. You can leave it the way it is, basically it doesn't actually matter. Then the title, you can cite to name it tree age and circumference. Tree age and circumference. And you run it. As you can see, this is basically the basic scatter plot in R programming. As you can see, this is indicating a linear trend, and indicating that an increase in age is going to increase the circumference of the stem, and which is obvious because the lesser the age, that means they're basically young trees, and the older the age, and you can see this one's are closer to 1600 years of age, obviously they're going to have a wider base, a wider circumference. So one other thing you can actually do is to actually indicate the trend, like the linear relationship between them. and also like try to specify it by tree, like try to classify it by tree, so you can know that okay, this particular relationship is basically for this tree, and is it different from this other tree, or is it the same across every other trees. So what are you going to do? We're going to use this function geom underscore smooth for the regression line, and the facet wrap um for the classification. So geom underscore smooth, yeah, then facet wrap, then you then tree, right? Okay, so we basically have to okay, I think there's something I need to write here. Everything looks good basically. I was basically thinking to like specify it as a linear model or something. um but let's leave it this way and let's see what's going to happen. Yeah, so basically this is what I'm actually trying to say. And another thing we need to note for is that these trees actually were grouped by numbers. They are basically categorical variables, and so for we have categories of two. Okay, I think 1 to 5, basically 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Yeah, so and you can see in the data set these are the trees actually. Let's see if you can actually go to the help section to get a better insight actually on the groupings. Okay, they didn't actually give us which one is which basically, but that is how it actually is. This is how you right this is how to create a scatter plot on R programming. So I believe this video actually helps us, and if you have any question let me know. So thank you for watching and have a wonderful weekend.